Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Terraformers, The Green Path, Part 2. Alright, so wind turbines. Check. Oh, that was the titanium that I needed. Well, alright, we're good on power now. At least there's that. So, let's import titanium at the cost of water, science, and tritium. Use our satellite to get some titanium. So next turn I might be able to get the luxury workshop. Here in Orpheus, we finally have the soil to throw this down to add 2 more food per turn. And I'm going to definitely go for support on that one. No question. Some more bacteria. We're lagging behind in heat. So we'll go for more heat. Heat bugs. So 4 heat per turn, 3 oxygen per turn, 9 atmo per turn. Not a lot of water, but we can start importing it as soon as I'm done with all the big moves that I'm making. So, here in Sylvanti, we'll do the Luxury Workshop. And the Miners Colony. And then with the Miners Colony, it's best to exploit resources to make the miners happier. So, I'm going to spread to the 2 silicate mines and exploit those for resources. So that means importing more titanium to get those mines up and running for happiness. Oh, and delivery drones will help as well. So here's mine number 1. And next turn will be mine number 2. With a new leader. Is polling still broken? Probably is. So this new leader can be Isabella for life spreading. So that's a lot more life forms, and then lowering the rain requirements for life forms with the oxygen boost specialization, which could be really helpful. Or mining, if you think we need extra mining from Arthur Foster. So you know what mining looks like because we had chosen it before. So that's more tritium for sources added, and adding 10 resources with a bonus of +1 for large deposits or +2 for gigantic deposits. With life spreading, it's importing more life forms, and then twice you can lower the rain requirements for those life forms. So if we go with Isabella, I'm going to make a good push to try to get life seeding quicker. Whereas if we go with Arthur, I'm going to try to expand mining more. And it looks like Isabella is going to be a choice here. So with Isabella, let's go ahead and import life forms. Boreal Forest for Rain 3, I'm not going to be able to do that. Or Palm Trees, not going to be able to do that either. So her special ability here is to lower the rain requirement. So if I had to choose, I will go Boreal Forest to lower, and then genetically engineer those trees to lower the rain requirement. Because we can get our water up to Tier 2, importing oceans from Europa. Alright, so down here, I want delivery drones, increasing support for the 2 adjacent, and then we really need to add additional habitats for this colony, like, as soon as I can. And then maybe do, I don't know, farm or 2. Alright, so that's research per turn. And then we'll start to import the water from Europa to get the water requirement up. Then what am I really... I guess a plant spreader would be really good, so let me focus on trying to get the nitrates up. Oh, now you give me an entertainment center. I hate you. So these delivery drones give +2 support, whereas this gives +3 support. So eventually I'll probably swap that out for an entertainment center. Or just to put the entertainment center, like, here or something, I don't know. Alright, importing more life forms. So this gives science? No. Or polar bears? I guess polar bears. I should have genetically engineered those, the forest. So we're trying to push for an animal spreader and a plant spreader so I can start actually putting life down, because we're only 4 out of 60. We've done a terrible, terrible job, or I have done a terrible job. I shouldn't blame you guys. So we have the ability to do another mine, which makes the miner's cottage even happier. So as you can see, we have, you know, some bonuses for the mines owned by this miner's cottage, which is helpful. Celebrate. 50% science per turn for 10 turns. So that would be up there in the bonuses here. I know it's a little under the overlay. Research center for 2 extra projects proposed. And another bacterial spreader? Sure. So for extra research projects, I'll stick that there, so we can have a larger variety. I'm going to genetically modify my boreal forest to reduce the amount needed. Add guided tours here as well, so that we are only losing 43 per turn, but that's going to get jacked up pretty soon. And then I might want to be looking into yet another colony. As soon as I'm able. So is there anywhere for me to put this bacterial spreader? Not really. Not without breaking something else. So I'll hold on to it. Birds of Paradise, or... yeah, Birds of Paradise. Touring company. So this touring company gives 12 support. That's pretty helpful. And I would say the resource I'm most after right now is maybe a plant spreader, so nitrates. So looking for high nitrate areas. There's kind of none. So I'll hit here. Little nitrate, little water. I wouldn't mind the animal spreader either. Alright, importing new life forms, lions or cacti? I guess I'll go cacti. And we're trying to save up for skyscrapers to add to Sylvanti there. Oh, here's another skyscraper. An ox factory. I'll go with the ox factory. Jeez, I don't like any of these. Cycle them all. So next turn, I'll have enough for the one of the oxygen factories that I'll put probably here in Sylvanti. Importing new life. Garbage. Blah. Bad choices there. We're about halfway to the water for tier 2 water. But pretty soon I'm not going to have enough tritium to keep that import coming. So I'm going to reduce that by 1 so we break even, and then start adding for the science from the planetary engineering lab. I am really struggling, and how do I want to expand here? There's a crater here that I could colonize pretty easily, but it's locked in by Sylvanti pretty good. There's a flat plane here. I guess here. I'll expand down there. Oh, and there goes my support. So think tank condominium, sure. And Hospital Shore. So here we go. I'm going to start exploring down there to try to lock in that flat plane. And I'll run the giveaway for the next colony now. Might as well. Polling still broken. Okay. So I have yet another bacteria spreader, and we'll start spreading the oxygen bacteria. But we're going to have to spread it pretty far away, because I already have spread I've already put bacteria kind of everywhere. So we're running out of zones that are viable. Unless I want to overlap and replace whatever we currently have queued up. A lot of these zones are too cold, especially the zones that are far away from the equator, so maybe not. I'll do heat. Or actually, I'll do no, I don't need atmosphere. I'll do heat. Come on, let me pick somewhere. Dang. Most of these zones are like just way too cold for the heat bacteria. No, it's too cold. Oh, darn. Okay, next turn I'll have the Combined Living Center for the last in Sylvanti. So then I should make a push for the plant spreader. So more nitrates. More nitrates. Importing life. Give me deer, I guess. And more of the atmo and oxygen bacteria, because we're almost at tier 2 heat. So I'm trying to catch up for tier 2 oxygen. Hope I'm making smart moves. So one more to search, and then we'll have the flat plains going. And here's the combined living. But I'm running out of time. Yeah, my guess is I'm going to fail this one just because I got super bad RNG and made some bad choices early on. But we'll see. Alright, so the last structure in Sylvanti will be this composting facility to give us a little bit more nitrates. So next turn, I'll have enough for the plant spreader. And then Sylvanti spread out a little bit further. So we're getting pretty far away from the center, and therefore the new zones that I'm adding bring unhappiness. But there's a caveat. I can mine there, and then because I have a mining colony here, that happiness is negated a little bit. So here's my plant spreader. I put it up here, and let's start spreading. So we're going to put down tundra or alpine. Alpine brings a little bit more prestige. And in Sylvanti, we actually have it alpined. So that's giving 3% support per turn if the climate zone has a city, which it does, and then more atmosphere and more oxygen. So plant spreader's already operational. That's great. I think it's a little bit too little too late, but we're trying to catch up. So temperature has increased, but support has gone, or expectations have gone up. Give me another plant spreader and a courthouse. We'll see if there's somewhere I can replace for a courthouse. I'm going to put a courthouse instead of this greenhouse farm. And that is the giveaway timer, and it will be quick visitor for the new city, which let me get now. Or when I have enough food for it. I don't yet. Alright, Savanti's fully built. I'm going to probably hold off on this GMO lab for the new city. So let's genetically modify the temperate forest to reduce for water requirement, because we're pretty soon going to have the water required for that. Right now. Oxygen level hit, and it's an election year. So polling still doesn't work. Please rename it to Darksaber. You got it. Will do. So here, oh, that's a prediction. Hold on. A new poll for a new leader, and then I'll read off your choices. So plants from Flora. So she imports life forms and can accelerate to reduce the recharge time of all life forms to spread quicker. And her specialization is plant spreaders are cheaper. Or Jagrav, who rallies support and builds astral temples for more support. So this is an interesting choice. One accelerates how fast I'm turning it green, and then the other one extends the amount of support that I have, giving me more turns. So they're both pretty good choices. Sort of curious what you guys choose. So far, Jagrav is leading. It's close, though. I think it's going to be Jagrav. Yep. Okay. Jag it is. So this, as soon as I have the, so water tier 2, that gives me some support buffer for at least 12 more turns. And then the plant spreader is going to be able to spread temperate forest, I think, which is a lot of support, which is really good. So we're really lagging behind. We're not really lagging behind on much, but I think trying to push atmosphere to tier 2 would be good. Or tier 3, because that will give me a whole nice boost of support when I get there. So I'll try to spread some additional atmo. And then let's go ahead and import 3 food, which will lower support temporarily, but the purpose of the 3 food is so that we can colonize next turn. And then Jagrav is going to use his rally speech on Orpheus for 40 support. Regional buildings are flooding. It will be destroyed unless you relocate. What buildings? This one? I wish it would tell me. So we got up to level 2 water, and one of my buildings somewhere is flooding, but I can't seem to find which one. I'm gonna ignore it. Let it get destroyed. I don't know what's getting destroyed, because the game's kind of lacking that overlay. Dark bacteria for... So dark bacteria is interesting. It actually doesn't terraform. It just increases the climate zone's temperature to allow you to put down plants or animals. Or temperate forest. I'll go temperate forest. Give me... space hotels and Android hubs. Alright, so down here we have the flat plains, found the city. I'll put this here. And this is going to be Darksaber. And then Put the GMO lab here. The Android hub here. Spread more bacteria. There. Spread this out. Canyon view. Large meteorite. Elevated platform. So the canyon view, do a viewpoint tower for more comfort. This large meteorite will get science off of that. And then here, I can put the new plant spreader as soon as I get some nitrates. So let's switch. I am not going to import nitrates because it really hurts support. So I'm going to actually try to get the space hotel quickly so that we can get more support over time. I'm going to rally speech at tuna salad for 30 support because we only have three pop living there. And clear out those rocks. That will also give me some titanium for another Android hub. 1, 2, yeah, another Android hub. Robots. 1, 2, and then I don't actually have anything revealed for the third, but I'll go once I reveal a little bit more. All right. Atmosphere, up a tier, so we get 300, which will keep me aloft. So there's no point in having any more ammo, like, at all, because we've maxed that out. So now I'm just trying to rush to not lose by adding life as fast as I can to this planet. So let's have you rally speech at Sylvanti. So that's the last rally that I can do. I can also do astral temples. So astral temples are best at elevated locations, so I can do an astral temple here or here. You can only do one per climate zone. But I think these are in separate climate zones, so I might be able to do the two. I'm going to get the nitrates mine so that I can get the plant spreader more quickly. And then I'd also like to try to get the greenhouse farm to put it next to the GMO location. But that's, I think, all the moves I can do this turn. Composting facility would be nice. Yeah, let's go compost. So we are going to have the space hotel, all the food delivered to the space hotel, because that's eating up the food that I generate pretty badly. So right now the pop here is, what, just 1? So obviously the composting facility is not going to be useful here. I don't need more power. I'm nice and powered now. So now that we have max Atmo, I should switch my bacterium to do other things other than Atmo. So let's do heat bacteria, I guess. And let's set the astral temples up. Let's put one there. So if it's on high location, you get 10. Otherwise, you get 5. So that's going to help offset the expectations considerably, I think. Except for I have more support to meet. Oh, man. They just keep cranking. This is what I was talking about during the tutorial. They just keep cranking up the difficulty so that the expectations become ridiculous to the point where you need to wrap it up and you need to succeed your goals, or you end up losing because it you know, tasks you with more than you could possibly supply. So we're waiting on a little bit more food so that I can feed myself and expand population. So food projects, welcome, but I'm not going to be offered them because that's just not how this game goes. So let's see if I can't find food for myself. Take a stab in the dark and say, this is food. It was not. It was a guess. So one thing I could do to offset my loss here is to stick more of these astral temples everywhere. So I'm going to replace the silicate mine with an astral temple. But I'm still negative 118, so that's pretty brutal. I really need that plant spreader up. Oh god, support just went up more. Oh man. So plant spreader there, and let's put whatever the most support is. Temperate forest? Oh, I can only replace it where the alpine forest is. So that's not beneficial. Okay, fine. We'll go with boreal forest. At tuna salad. Nice. So that's 6 support per turn, Atmo and oxygen, but that doesn't really matter. It's more the fact that it's pushing the green path as fast as I can. And then let's put another astral temple at this bacteria spreader. Buy me some time. Some of my trade routes are not assigned. Export. And then down here in Star Saber, we will stick the Combined Living Center down, which expands our region, but I'm actually not going to expand because I don't have anywhere to expand to. But that Combined Living region should add a little bit of support. Research Center. So I'm going to try to push the heat to get tier 3 so that I get a little bit more support wiggle room. But I'd also like to hit the threshold for another habitation module, which should help out a lot. So here in Darsaber, let's put the research center. Here's fine. And another astral temple. Where's it going to be most beneficial? We're like spreading religion hardcore. It kind of reminds me of like playing Civilization. Not at a landing pad. I guess this spot's the best. Where like all of a sudden you pivot late game and try to go culture victory. Produce food. More food. Thank you. And here's a lot of options because I have that research center. So none of these are helpful. Exploration satellites might not be terrible, but they're not all that helpful. So here at Darsaber, we'll stick another food facility down. We should hit our food requirements next turn. And then I'm going to start using the satellites to search happiness zones. So we gain extra support that way as well. And then as soon as I add one more habitation module here, I'll rally a speech to make people happy. And is there a good spot for another astral temple? I think all of the elevated positions I've now turned into temples, so we get half the benefit. Oh no, except for this landing pad. Yeah, I'll do it. Sorry, landing pad. So now I can only do 2 supplies instead of 3. Problem is the animal spreader requires water, and I just don't have the water for that. And I don't foresee that I'm going to get a whole lot of windfall of water all of a sudden. Oh, and new leaders. I think I'm just going to pick here. I'll do diplomacy, because I need anything that props me up a little bit longer, I think. So her ability is select a city. It produces its support again. Each city can only be selected once per year, and an embassy to give support per turn per trade route. But because we're independent, trade routes hurt us, so trade routes aren't very helpful. So let's do a City of the Year for Tuna Salad for 51 support, which should help out a lot. And then down here in Darksaber, costs. So it provides additional support for adjacent population. So we'll put a restaurant district here for a little bit extra support. But I'm still so much in the negatives that I'm just buying my time, hoping that I hit green path. So we really need more plant spreaders and animal spreaders, but I'm just not getting it. So the best thing I could do is to spread bacteria, heat bacteria in new zones that I haven't gone to. But unfortunately, a lot of the zones are too cold or too something. They're not viable for some reason or another. Or haven't been explored. GMO Lab, Research Center, and move the composting facility. Alright, that's a new spot that I could place something down. But I certainly don't have the water for the animal spreader. We are about to get 20 heat from here, but that's not going to be enough to put us up into temperature 3 for quite some time. Let me try to do City of the Year again. The water production that I have is really crummy. It's probably going to be the death knell now. So we have one more spot to put some comfort thing there. Or here. Yeah, so we have two more spots there, potentially for comfort objects. And let's do another City of the Year, Sylvanti. That's a lot of support. Okay, come on. Give me projects that help me terraform. I could throw down eco homes. And shoot. Bacteria spreaders aren't going to help me at all. GMO labs aren't going to help me. None of this is going to help me. Crap. Oh god, look it, I'm like so dead in the water now. Darksaber, here we go. Eco or combined living centers. There. City of the Year for you. 61. Yeah, I've lost. I'm so lost. So next turn I'll have enough for another plant spreader, which I could put in this spot here. I guess if we put the eco homes down. I have 3 more turns, and there's no way I'm going to win in 3 turns. Just not happening. So I'll try to make it last as long as I can. So here we go. Another plant spreader. We have... let's convert everything over to heat. Heat bacterium. Oh, you know what? I'm actually about to hit the oxygen threshold, which will give me a burst of support to be able to prop me up like another turn. So I'll leave the oxygen bacterium there, because I'm about to hit tier 3 oxygen, which will give me 300 support briefly. And then for plants... Is there any new zone that I can drop, like, big trees or something? Because that would be incredible. Oh, I can! Push me up a little higher! Not gonna be enough, but, you know, it's something. Alright, there's no more City of the Year that I could do, and these cities are fully developed, so there's really nothing I can do other than, like, explore. So let's explore the support zones. And... Yep. So there we go. Oxygen increased. Nothing helps. Maybe another plant spreader. But I don't think I'm going to get the soil for it in time. So the... One of the plants is off cooldown in 1 turn. We'll see. And temperature threshold will prop me up a little bit longer. There it is. But my support loss per turn is ridiculous. I may be able to just, like, colonize my way out of this. So here's the plants. I get 17 prestige for temperate forest, which is the most bang for my buck. The problem is a lot of these zones are too dry for it, and then replacing alpine with temperate is not great, or boreal with temperate is not great. It's not quite the boost I am looking for. Too cold, too dry. Come on, Goldilocks, stop being complaining. Alright, so I really don't think I'm going to be able to do temperate forest. So then the next best would be boreal. And most of these zones are still too dry. Dry. You're killing me. Nope. Fine. 15 for cacti? Oh, I can do cacti here. Oh, I'm close! 4 points away! Oh, God. So let's try to colonize something real quick. Where is a good colony spot? Here, perhaps? This lava tube? I am propping this thing up like you never done see. So we got tritium mine and an ocean location. Can't build anything in the ocean location. When's our next cooldown off? Bacteria. I might be able to spread bacteria life and, like, win at the buzzer. We'll see. Is there an animal introduction for the environments? Yeah, I need a animal spreader, but I don't have the water for it, so it's not something that I can afford to do, which is what the bottleneck is. Because my map RNG and just chance and all that just had very low animal spread. Just the way it was. So, bacterium. I'm not going to be able to hit anything. No threshold. So it doesn't really matter what I put down. It just matters that it's in a zone that doesn't have bacteria. Like... here. Oh my god. Push the thing higher. It's killing me. Alright, is there any other luxury workshop? Buys me a little bit of time. So let's put one of those down. There. Buys me 10 supports, not much. Okay, I'm dead in 2 turns. There's really nothing here that's going to help. In 2 turns, none of my cooldowns come off cooldown. I could try to City of the Year here for a little bit of support, but it's not going to be much. Gives me, yeah, the 2 turns that I said. And, yeah, I have 1 more turn after this. So Courthouse will prop me up and maybe a Combined Living Center. So I could stick a Combined Living Center here. Oh, I don't even have the food for a Courthouse. I won't have the... See, if I had enough... If I had a little bit of more nitrates, there's like a snowball's chance in hell that I would be able to get... maybe I could do it. Rich soil? Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, 26. 23. Oh my god. It's slightly possible that I can do it this turn. So I'll put down a plant spreader and spread something to be able to meet the goal on this. This is ridiculous. Too cold. Replacing what life form is there? Oh no, that's the temperate forest. That would be horrible. Okay, maybe some cold hardy plants. So like boreal. Too cold, too dry. Come on, we could do it. Too dry. Okay, so if it's too dry for a boreal forest, what about a temperate forest? Here. Still too dry. Fine. What about Mediterranean bushes? Still too dry? Anywhere? Mediterranean bushes? Going once. Going twice. Please. Please. Alright. Even lower. Alpine forest. Too cold, too dry. Oh, yes! I can put it here. Come on, that's good enough. It isn't good enough? How is that? Oh, it might want variety. Let me undo that. You can undo. Tundra forest. What? Okay, undo. So Tundra Forest doesn't give us the prestige. We need 4 prestige. And I don't think that there's anywhere to plant. Alright, so if this is boreal, this is cacti, this is alpine, and this is temperate, we would need Mediterranean shrubs, but there's nowhere I could put Mediterranean shrubs currently. So I think we do lose. We came like 1 point away 1 point away, but it's just the death knell. God. It's just the death knell, the perfect death knell to bury us here. Cause yeah, let me double check. So we have Boreal. So Temperate, Boreal, Cacti, and... Wait, why is there two... Oh, Temperate Rainforest. So do we have a Temperate Forest or Temperate Rainforest? We have a Temperate Rainforest, but not a Temperate Forest. Right? Is that true? Alpine Forest and Boreal Forest. So actually, if we can replace... So the Boreal is giving us 14, and the Temperate Forest gives us... No, the Boreal Forest... This Boreal Forest is giving 14. Yeah, okay. What is this Alpine Forest giving us? 5? So if I can replace the Alpine Forest with the Temperate Forest, we'll do it. No? Because it's only 8? It's replacing a +5 with a +8. Every way I slice this, I cannot win. Oh, I'm 1 short no matter what I do. Well, we did get a tropical rainforest on Mars, so maybe we won't win, but I feel pretty good about the win. What about cacti? Where's my cacti zone? What's cacti giving us? 15? Yeah, no, I'm not going to be able to fix that. Yep, I guess there's just... I can't do it. If only one of these zones were a little bit warmer, which is crazy because I'm already temperature 3, right? I'm like maxed out temp, and still it's not warm enough for Mediterranean shrubs, which is too bad because the Mediterranean shrubs would have been prestige 5, or the Alpine Forest would have been prestige 5, and it would have been enough to kick us up into winning. Because unfortunately, it goes for variety. So even though I can plant an Alpine Forest for 5 prestige, I already had an Alpine Forest, so the variety is lacking. So to analyze what went wrong here, I have so little water generation that I was just not able to put the animal spreaders, because animal spreaders provide a lot of prestige. Like, if I got a penguin down, which would have been easy to put penguins down, it's 14 prestige per penguin. Easily I would have hit green path. But the problem is I lacked the water no matter what I did, and so yeah, let me just pick a losing spot here. Put the Tundra Forest here and lose. Mission failure. Thank you for tuning in to Terraformers The Green Path, which originally streamed live on Twitch May 3rd. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell.